All this National Extreme Festival action is proudly brought to you by Comcare Medical Scheme, Dunlop Tires, Polo, the #1 in brakes, and Investkin. Welcome to East London Grand Prix circuit for round 4 of the Extreme Festival National Championships. And once again, it's an action-packed day expected here this weekend, and really looking forward to some brilliant action on track, as always at this circuit. It tends to bring out the best of the best. And of course, the best of the best out there right now are Polo Cup. The Comcare Polo Cup have got a very tight championship. After a perfect round and a perfect weekend in PE, Charles Visser leads the championship out. But the all-important qualifying and Super Pole are on track at the moment. Let's go and find out exactly what happened in that all-important qualifying. In these cool conditions, they're in and out of the pit lane to try and get those tyre temperatures and pressures up. Dean Venter continues on his merry way in that top 6. A good run there coming out of the Squadra Course car and from Lupini. But a fantastic run from Farhan Basha, who finishes up in 4th place. Nicely done. Top 4, looking good?
Yeah, looking good. Car was feeling good the whole weekend, you know, 2 top 3s in the practice, and yeah, we managed to put it into Super Pole for qualifying. So let's see where we go from here. Hopefully we can improve a little bit, but just to be here is great.
Checking out those times, is that good enough?
I'm going to be honest, Super Pole, I think between me, Anthony and Darby, I think any one of us can take it.
0-7-1 between the first 3, there's nothing in it.
Yo. No, tomorrow's going to be a good day, but let's just see if we can get the pole again for qualifying. But yeah, so far it's looking good and the car feels good, so we just got to do the lap.
Top 6 into the Super Pole shootout now include Dean Venter in the M-Town car. Nice run from Jason Loosemore. Continues on his merry way, also in that top 6. We saw Basha and now Davy van der Merwe. And with this big circuit, all 6 cars will be on track at the same time. Dean Venter will set the pace initially and see what he can do about these 5 cars charging him down. Dean Venter with a fantastic effort there, stays in the top 3, but Charles Visser goes to the top. Let's catch up with Venter.
Yeah, I'm actually quite surprised. I don't really know what to say. Car just felt good on the new rubber, so that's all I can say.
Went really nicely. Looks like you've got some pace in it now, and hopefully that stays for tomorrow's 2 races, and you can do some damage at the front end.
Yeah, I'd love to. Obviously, I'm not getting ahead of myself, but a win here would be obviously next level. But let's see how it goes.
That was a tough Super Bowl. The thing is, I went out the pits and Dean was just behind me, so I just pulled on the side, and then I let Dean complete his lap, and I'm pretty glad I didn't interrupt his lap. But yeah, it was getting cold. I could feel the car was a bit loose, but yet again, thanks to the team for the good setup. We pulled it off.
And he secures himself the Dunlop Pole Position Award as well. So it is going to be Charles Visser on pole alongside Anthony Pretorius from Bucket List Racing, Dean Venter in 3rd, and Davy van der Merwe there in 4th for Nathan's Motorsport. That's the top 4 on that starting grid. Behind them, Jason Loosemore and Farhan Basha. And you've got Nathan Victor and Giordano Lupini, Ethan Kutsia, Bryce Pillay. Look out for Tyler Robinson and Buxy Kamani. And then you've got Mo Karodia, Jean-Ray Marais, and Roshan Goodman at the back of the grid. As we're about to go racing now for race 1 of the Comcare Polo Cup. 5-second board goes up. We're waiting for those lights. We've got a green flag at the back, and away we go. Down towards that infamous corner of Potters Pass with 15 Polos going down there at the same time. Going to be absolutely awesome to go on board here with Ethan Kutsia as they go into Potters. Look how close it gets between these guys and girls as they head down into Potters. Great drive around the outside there from Buxy Kamani. He found a special line to get around the outside there. By the looks of things of Ethan Kutsia, he's now side by side with them as they go through Potters. He's only putting wheels on the dirt at this stage because it will definitely end up in tears, and there's a lot of standing water on that grass on the outside as well, so they're going to be very wary of that. We've had some cool conditions and a bit of rain over the last couple of days. Visser lights them up at the front end. It looks like he might be under attack already from the OMP and Bucket List car. Yes, Pretorius had a big dive. Here's another big lunge coming out of Kokobana, and they're now side by side. Davy van der Merwe gets sent a little bit wide. He's got Giordano Lupini right on his tail as they come out of Kokobana, but he's fighting hard there with Loosemore, looking for a chance to get slightly higher up. That's Farhan Basha on the right-hand side of Giordano Lupini here from Ethan Kutsia's point of view as we go on board once again. That JDR and Lee Thompson racing machine as they come into gate corner. Late braking from Basha, hangs on to that inside line, clips the curb, just puts the wheel up ever so slightly and just gets the car unsettled. Fortunately, not too bad though, and could catch it and keep Giordano Lupini behind him. He's looking to attack Davy van der Merwe, who's just ahead of him, and Loosemore's got through there on Davy van der Merwe. So Loosemore is now 1 and 3 with his teammate leading things out. The Team Red Racing boys going at it. In fact, no, he's dropped down into 2nd because there's a big move up that straight into Beacon from the Bucket List car, and Anthony Pretorius hangs on. So Pretorius now leads things out as they come across the line for the first time. Look at that, the first 10 cars are so evenly matched here. slipstream effect is a massive, massive one here in East London Grand Prix circuit, and there's no doubt about it, it's going to be put to use, as will the effects that come in when you push that push-to-pass mechanism in the cars. Remember, the top 3 in the championship have got one less push-to-pass than everybody else, so they're definitely going to have to be wary about their chess game and when they use it. Further back there, Mo Karodia falling into the clutches there of Bryce Polo and Jean-Andre Marais. Those are the last 3 cars on track. Looks like there's a little bit of action in the mid-pack as well. Giordano Lupini trying to find a way through as we get a late bit of dive action here. A late brake action, actually, heading into Cochabana. And the brake action is coming from Loosemore. He hangs on, forces Basha wide. Basha hangs on and stays on the dirty, well, just on the clean stuff there. Almost went onto the dirty stuff. Ethan Gutsia's got a great drive out of Cochabana. And now onto the bumper of Giordano Lupini. Gutsia might be able to outbrake both Lupini and Loosemore. Loosemore just keeps that car in the middle of the track, will not allow them any chance to squeeze through. We're on board here with Ethan Gutsia as we go into gate corner. Another bit of unsettlement there. You can see just clipping that curb. You don't want to do that too often. It's definitely going to make the car very difficult to handle as you go into that complex. But Loosemore hangs on. He was the man who clipped it a little bit. Oh, Karodia's off. He's run wide with Bryce Pillay. The two of them maybe outbreaking themselves into gate corner. Up towards Beacon we go, and Loosemore keeps out Kutsia, who sneaks up the inside of that Torcraft car, and Lupini drops down one position into the clutches of Basha. Basha right on his tail, look at that. Haven't spoken much about him, but Nathan Victor's joined the party as well. He's not too far off the back of that pack. And just in the background of that one, looks like Buxy Kamani is going to join that party as well. First 4 cars have got away ever so slightly. We do have a change up for third. You can see Davy van der Merwe has just snuck through there and got ahead, looking for a way now to stay ahead of Dean Venter as they get onto that beach straight away. Heading onto the beach straight, there's some chopping and changing, looking for a left and right. Charles Visser looking for a chance now to get through there on Anthony Pretorius. Will he be able to drive around the outside? Good possibility as they go into gate corner. Charles Visser's on the inside on the last lap, locks up into gate corner, and he manages to squeeze through. Davy van der Merwe into second place now. Pretorius demoted down to third. Oh, Ethan Gutsia gets sent. Oh, a little bit of a touch there, I think, between him and Faran Basha. The two of them coming together as they came into gate corner. He's going to let Basha go through there, and it looks like, yeah, Loosemore's gone through as well. Checker flag is out, and Visser's got it. Visser wins out there over Anthony Pretorius. Davy van der Merwe has dropped back slightly into third place, a long way back actually, with Dean Venter in fourth and Loosemore in 5. Victor, Kutsia, Basha and Giordano Lupini finished up in 9th place, just ahead of Buxy Kamani. Let's catch up now with Gio.
Yeah, look, we've been struggling with pace all week, and unfortunately we've ended up in the mid-pack and these things happened. I kind of just got blindly pushed off going into complex. So not much I can do at that stage, but yeah, I think the goal now is to just focus on race 2 and just kind of forget about it. There's nothing I can do.
Yeah, not a really clean light race, a bit too much pumping for my liking, but we ended up second. Very disappointed in the result, but we'll push forward in the second race and hope to do better.
This race took me back to the karting days where it's cat and mouse the whole time. We had a good start on the race, and then Anthony just got a good slip on me in rifle, and then onto Cochabana he just slipped on the inside. I was braking a bit earlier because I just wanted to save the car, but then it was cat and mouse again from then. And then after a few laps, Anthony made a mistake out of Cochabana, missed the gear, and then that's when Davy and I capitalized, and then we just did our race. And yeah, I'm just happy with the points we have for this race. Looking forward to the next one. I'm just going to do some setup.
A little bit of tinkering here and there from a couple of the cars, a couple of guys with a bit of rubbings, racing, scratches all over the side of them. But that's kind of what happens in Polo Cup. It gets real angry in certain sections of certain circuits. And down towards Potters on the first lap is always interesting as we head down towards Potters now for the second race of the Comcare Polo Cup. Back on board with Ethan here. He is back in it again on the back end there looking for Loosemore. He's got Nathan Victor right on his tail and Giordano Lupini about to join that party right from the word go. Great start from Davy van der Merwe. The Nathan's Motorsport car leads things out as they head down towards Rifle for the first time. He's got Charles Visser all over the back of him looking for an early overtake to try and get away and control things from the front as he usually does and likes to do in his race format. Behind that you can see Pretorius. Oh, and how's that crowd in the background? So good to see so many people on the sideline. The people down in East London are itching for motorsport, and they love it when the National Extreme Festival makes their way down here to their famous circuit. Back on board with Kutsia, looking for a way to thread the needle there between Giordano Lupini and Jason Loosemore, but they are so close together, there's just no way through. They come into gate and now into the S's, and Kutsia is this time on the black stuff as opposed to being forced off onto the dirt a little bit late in the race. Oh, a little touch! There you go, Giordano Lupini giving a little bit of a tap on the back end there of Jason Loosemore. Loosemore loses out 2 positions. By the looks of it, Kutsia capitalizes on that one, and he must stay on board with him as he heads up towards Beacon. So it looks like Ethan Coetzee got gifted a one place at least there. He's going to try and find a way through now on Giordano Lupini as they get to Beacon. Onto the brakes into Beacon. He closes the gap down rapidly. Oh, that's very close. And he tags him. Oh, that was too close, in fact. Hits the back end of Giordano Lupini, and that could possibly give, there we go, Victor a chance to come through. So Nathan Victor now goes into the slipstream with his teammate, or stablemate, I should say, from Cape Town. And the two of them are going to try and pull away as they cross the line. Even the backpack are having a fantastic task. Look at that. We've got 2 cars at the front, 2 for third. Then a little bit of a gap to Dean Fenter all on his own. 4 cars fighting for 6th place at the moment as they head through Potters. Brilliant stuff in Polo Cup, as always here at the East London Grand Prix circuit. They've done an amazing job around the track as well, fixing up all the issues that they had to after last year's big crash here with Ethan Coetzee. So you can see he's not worried about that big crash at all, is he? As they come down towards Cochabana, the top 2 head through, and it's Davy van der Merwe trying to keep out and fend off the attack coming from Visser. Basha all over the back and looking for a way through there, as you can see on Pretorius. Back on board with Coetzee as we go into gate. This is the famous shot from Ethan. He's our cameraman as we go into this section. It's brilliant to see how hard he's pushing. Davy van der Merwe, though, trying to get away ever so slightly. Look at Charles Visser closing things down. And Foreign Basha doing the same thing there to Pretorius. Looks like there's no chance for Nathan Victor to get through there on Geo. You can see once again here from Ethan Coetzee's point of view. Oh, I think, oh yeah, Victor might have missed a gear there. Slightly, something went wrong. He had to just ease up, and Ethan Coetzee was well aware what was happening, fortunately, and just missed the back bumper. Taking evasive action as they came onto the main straightaway is not always the best thing to do, particularly when you're going into that 3rd gear. Sure, that was very close between the two of them. Things starting to open up a little bit there between 3 and 4. Foreign Basha just not able to run with the same kind of pace as that man in second, Anthony Pretorius, as Pretorius closes things down. Fisser's hit the front, and it looks like he's looking to try and get away. As I said, if Charles Fisser gets to the front end, he likes to control things from that front, and that's where he wants to get that little bit of a margin, just to give himself some breathing room. Coetzee on the back end of Gio. Giordano Lupini under big threat. So is Jason Loosemore now as he closes in on the back end of Nathan Victor. The second of the Team Red cars is definitely on the attack. Behind that, it is Buxy Kamani. He's had a fantastic weekend. Much better outing there from the Squadra Course man. And he's pulled away ever so slightly there from Mo Karodia in the background, who's fighting with Tyler Robinson in the 3rd of those Team Red racing machines. Back on board with Coetzee as we go towards gate. Can he close things down again? Oh, a little lock up there from Gio. Oh, Giordano's out of shape big time. Look at that. The back end stepped out. Coetzee almost followed suit. He was kind of caught watching that car. And once again, the second time that back end has stepped out, he's going to capitalize this time. He goes inside and forces Gio wide. Gio's going to try and hang on to that inside line. And there's a touch. Again, Giordano Lupini and Ethan Coetzee having to come together, and Coetzee is out of shape big time. Look at that. Up the straight towards Beacon Corner. Coetzee caught it though. Brilliant bit of driving there from the young man, but oh, that was a huge moment. The two of them coming together big time. That's the 3rd time they've come together in the space of this one race. There's no love lost between the two of them by the looks of it. All of a sudden, Foreign Basha is now a little bit closer, but is it enough time here as they cross the line and start probably into the final stages of this race? You can see just how hard Charles Fisser has pulled away now and pushed to get that little bit of a gap. That breathing room is definitely paying off. This race is not done though, as those 4 cross the line. Hang tight for some more action down into the complex between those 4 cars as we see Loosemore, Victor, Coetzee and Giordano Lupini going at it. Lupini leads things out at the moment. You've got the hard charge from Coetzee on his tail. Victor and Loosemore are waiting to pick up the pieces. They've seen it on numerous occasions, those 2 cars coming together. If something else goes wrong, they're going to capitalize. Here comes Foreign Basha. Late braking on Pretorius into Cochabana. Puts the car into that inside line perfectly. It looks like he might slot himself up in a 3rd place and does so. So a little bit of a run onto the dirty stuff there from Pretorius. Is he going to try and use the slipstream along the beach straight? If he can, that's exactly what he'd like to do. Is he close enough now to have a go at Foreign Basha? Basha will go defensive into gate corner. That's exactly what he's doing. Bryce Pillay at the back of the field fighting with Mo Karodia, but he's lost a little bit of ground there to Karodia and to Tyler Robinson. He's only got 1 car behind him. Jean-Andre Marais having a bit of a nightmare this weekend, unfortunately, there at the back. Basha out of shape. Is that enough? Oh, there's a touch. Big touch there between Pretorius and Basha. A little bit of bashing there between the two of them. And starting the final lap, it's on for 3rd place. 1st and 2nd seems to be wrapped up. And as we go further back there, I just mentioned Tyler Robinson having a go here with Mo Karodia. Those two having a nice little battle. The Fast 5 Motorsport man taking on the 3rd of the Team Red cars. So first 4 go through Potters. 5 is Dean Fenter. He's all on his own sim. As I said, this battle I don't think is done just yet, because look at Nathan Victor looking pretty dangerous through there. I wonder if he's got any push to passes left to use on that beat straight as we get to the closing stages. Fiss has opened up a commanding lead now, and it looks like it's going to be another perfect weekend for him. He's taken all the honours so far. Fastest laps, he's got the first race victory, he had pole position, and he had the Super Bowl. So it looks like it's going to be another perfect weekend there for Team Red's man. as they come down under braking. Once again, the second of the Team Red cars now is Loosemore. Loosemore looking for a chance to get through on Victor. Can he use that slipstream? Has he got to push to pass left to maybe get through and go slightly higher up? That's what he's going to be looking to do as they go into the complex for the last time. Carodia, and that is Tyler Robinson. Then you've got Bryce Pillay, Jean-Andre Morin at the back. Roshan Goodman having one of his best outings as well. Charles Visser, his teammate, is heading the field, and Roshan Goodman is tailing the field as Team Red come to wrap things up here once again with Visser on board. As they come across the line, it's going to be Davy van der Merwe who's in second place there for the Nathans Motorsport team, and QV Motorsports, Farin Basha, will hang on for third. That's some fantastic Polo Cup action as always here from the East London Grand Prix circuit, and eventually Pretorius comes through for fourth, beating out Dean Venter. Venter beat out Giordano Lupini, who hung on to keep out Kutsia, Nathan Victor and Jason Loosemore, and once again Baxi Kamani in the top 10. Let's catch up now with Farin Basha after his first podium.
Yeah, no, it's an amazing feeling. It's a very good accomplishment for the team. We've worked really hard for this, and I'm really glad that it's finally paid off. Yeah, a few seasons of work, and yeah, we're finally there. But yeah, this weekend we definitely did have the pace from being P3 in practice. Quali didn't go our way, but definitely race 2 was cream of the crop there. It was a really good race, very tight, but I'm glad I saved the move till like the second last lap to go into P3. So we're really happy with that, and the team can finally go home with a smile on their face.
Yeah, well, we had a lucky race. We started on pole. Charles gave me a lot of pressure to the end, and he just got past, I think, 4th lap to go. But yeah, we gave our best. Thank you to the team, and Graham and Cameron and Michael. They've done a superb job with the car, and yeah, changed the gearbox and the clutch before the 2 races. So super proud of them, and yeah, hopefully we can end the year good.
So confirm you smack East London.
Yeah, no, this track is just horrible if you if you catch it wrong, but perfect if it's racing conditions like this. No, we absolutely love this track.
I was racing a bit for race 2. I mean, we lacked a bit of pace in the first race, and luckily we got the setup right. We changed a few stuff, and notoriously Davy always outstarted me last year, and finally I had a good start this year. So me and Davy just simultaneously had the same plan, and then we just pulled away and then fought for the win at the end of the race. And ended up winning the race, and I'm very glad with the points we got today, and just want to thank a massive thank you for the team for the complete so much support and love to me, and of course thank you so much for my parents and everything. Just looking forward to the next round in Kalani, my home track, and let's see where we can get.
Charles opened up a 40-point lead over Davy van der Merwe, so it's going to be interesting what happens at his home circuit. Anthony Pretorius still in with a shot. Nathan Victor not too far off the back end, and a good run from Giordano Lupini could see him in the top 3.